Hi, guys. It's me, Mr. C, and I'm here to talk to you about what is grit. Now, we've been talking about some things that we know make us gritty, right? When we're resilient, when we're tough, when we're humble. But today, I want to talk to you about how we show grit, and specifically, how we show it at school. So we're going to take a look at some ways that some students showed grit or didn't show grit in school. All right, meet Pilar. Pilar is a kindergartner, and she's learning how to write her name. But when she sits down to write her name, she realizes it's harder than she thought it was going to be. It's hard to hold the pencil, it's hard to write inside the lines, and lots of times she doesn't even spell her name right. Now, we're going to take a look at two different ways that Pilar can react to this situation. Well, in the first scenario, she can get mad. She can get really mad. She can even start screaming things like, I hate writing. I hate my dumb name. Now, stop right there, Pilar. We need to show some grit. Let's look at another way that Pilar can react to this situation. Now, she might be upset. She might think this is hard work. But if Pilar is going to show grit and be tough and resilient, she's going to be thinking things like, now I know this is hard, but I can do it. It might take Pilar a long time to learn how to write her name. She may have to try hundreds and hundreds or even thousands of times before she gets it. But that is what you do when you show grit. Whoa, that's grit, baby. Let's look at another student named Abdul. Abdul is a 5th grader. He's learning how to play basketball in gym class. Let's take a look as Abdul tries his first shot ever. Oh, he looks focused. It's up and, terrible shot. Here's Abdul's teacher to tell him to keep trying. Now, let's take a look at two different ways that Abdul could react to this situation. In the first scenario, he could get sad, like really sad, like so sad he would cry and whine and blubber and even say things like, I stink at basketball and I hate it and I'd rather be eaten by a shark than ever play another game of basketball my whole life. Now, stop right there, Abdul. Let's show some grit. In our second scenario, Abdul feels the same way. He's probably embarrassed and feels a little dejected about how genuinely awful that shot was. But the way he reacts is very different. Abdul is determined. He knows that part of getting better at something is screwing it up a bunch of times and practicing and working to improve. He's humble, and he understands that he's going to make mistakes if he wants to learn and get better. Now that's grit, baby. So remember, guys, when you're in school and things seem hard, show some grit. Be resilient and tough, hardworking and determined, humble and open-minded. And remember, show some grit every day. Show some grit. It's the Cheltenham way. Yeah!